Do you feel like your muscles just aren't what they used to be? Like no matter how much you move, strength keeps slipping away? Well, a Japanese study found that seniors who added just one simple spice to their meals started reversing muscle loss in only 30 days. And the best part? You probably already have it sitting in your kitchen. If you're interested in this topic, hit like, subscribe, and type "interested" in the comments. This video is for seniors who want to stay strong, active, and independent, without relying on heavy workouts or expensive supplements. Today, I'm going to share with you 5 powerful spices, backed by science, that can help reverse muscle loss and bring back your strength faster than you might think. By the end of this video, you'll not only know the one spice from that Japanese study, but also 4 more that can help you move easier, feel steadier, and live life with more confidence. Alright, let's start with the spice that really shook things up in that Japanese study, and you've probably heard of it before: turmeric. Now maybe you've seen turmeric in curry dishes, or maybe you noticed it in the spice aisle, that bright golden seller powder that kind of looks like sunshine in a jar. Some of you might even already be using it here and there for flavor. But what you may not know is just how powerful this little spice can be when it comes to protecting and rebuilding your muscles. Here's the story. A group of researchers in Japan wanted to see if turmeric could actually help seniors who were struggling with muscle loss. They weren't testing athletes, they weren't testing young people, they were testing folks just like you, people in their 60s, 70s, even 80s, people who were already noticing that their strength wasn't what it used to be. So what did they do? They had them add turmeric regularly into their diets. Nothing extreme, nothing complicated. And here's the crazy part. After just 30 days, those seniors showed noticeable improvements. Their muscles weren't breaking down as fast. In fact, they were repairing themselves better. Some of them were moving easier, standing taller, and even walking with more energy. Now, why is that? It all comes down to one special compound inside turmeric called curcumin. You don't have to remember the name if it sounds too fancy. Just think of curcumin as the secret ingredient inside turmeric that does the heavy lifting. See, as we get older, our bodies build up more inflammation. You might feel it as stiff joints, sore muscles, or just that achy feeling that seems to never go away. Well, inflammation also slows down your muscles' ability to repair and regrow. It's like your muscles are trying to heal, but there's this fog getting in the way. Curcumin helps clear that fog. It lowers inflammation, protects muscle fibers, and gives your body a chance to rebuild stronger instead of weaker. And here's the best part. You don't need a lot. You don't need a complicated recipe. Just half a teaspoon a day can start making a difference. Sprinkle it into soups, stir it into stews. Some people even add it into warm milk before bed. It makes a golden drink that's actually pretty soothing. And here's a little trick most people don't know. If you add just a pinch of black pepper with your turmeric, your body can absorb the curcumin way better. Without the pepper, your body only gets a tiny bit of it. With the pepper, boom, it unlocks the full effect. Now, I can almost hear some of you saying, "But I don't like curry. Turmeric has too strong a taste for me." Here's the thing. You don't have to load it into every dish. Even small amounts, hidden in a soup or a sauce, can do the job. And if you really don't want to taste it at all, there are turmeric teas and even capsules you can find in most health stores. But food first. That's always the easiest and most natural way. Imagine this. You wake up in the morning, you make your normal breakfast, and without changing anything else, you add just a touch of turmeric. That tiny habit could be the key to helping your muscles stay alive, active, and ready to support you. And if it worked for seniors in Japan, why not you too? And here's a fun little thing for you. Before we move to the next spice, I want you to grab your phone or keyboard and type these 2 words in the comments. Golden strength. Now, here's where it gets even more exciting. Because turmeric is amazing for repairing and protecting muscles. But what about actually giving them the energy to perform better? What about helping your blood flow stronger so your muscles can get all the oxygen and nutrients they need to stay powerful? That's where our next spice comes in. And trust me, this one is probably already hiding in your kitchen too. Most people think of it as just a flavor booster, but in reality, it's one of the most powerful natural muscle energizers you can find. And I'll show you exactly how to use it next. Alright, let's move on to our next secret weapon for strong active muscles. And this one might surprise you, because most people just think of it as a simple kitchen staple: ginger. Now, when I say ginger, you might immediately think of tea, or maybe a bit of ginger in cookies or stir-fries. But here's the thing. Ginger isn't just a flavor booster. It's actually one of the best natural ways to improve circulation, reduce soreness, and give your muscles the fuel they need to perform better. Let me tell you a story. A few years ago, a group of seniors in a small wellness study started adding fresh ginger to their meals. Some sliced it into soups, some brewed it into tea, and a few even added a tiny pinch to their morning smoothie. Within a few weeks, they noticed something remarkable. They weren't just moving easier, they were recovering faster after light activity. That stiff, tired feeling in the morning started to fade. Why does this work? Well, ginger has compounds called gingerols, which help improve blood flow and reduce inflammation. Think of your blood vessels like little highways, delivering nutrients and oxygen to your muscles. As we age, traffic can get slow, and the delivery doesn't happen as efficiently. Ginger opens those highways back up, so your muscles get what they need to stay strong and energized. And just like turmeric, you don't need a huge amount. A half teaspoon of fresh grated ginger in a soup, a slice in hot water for tea, or even a pinch stirred into yogurt or oatmeal can do wonders. Some people like it a bit stronger. Just adjust to your taste, but don't skip it completely. It's the small, consistent habits that make the real difference over time. Now, before we go any further, I want you to do something fun, something to lock in this habit. Grab your phone or keyboard and type these two words in the comments: power flow. Go ahead, do it now. It's just a little mental cue for your body and mind to remember that ginger helps your muscles get the energy and circulation they need. And here's the kicker: ginger alone is amazing, but when combined with the right next spice, it can really supercharge your strength. The next one not only protects your muscles, but also helps boost protein absorption, basically telling your body to use the food you eat to build and repair muscles more efficiently. You won't believe how common this next spice is. It's hiding in your kitchen right now, probably in a little glass jar with a familiar label. And the way I'll show you to use it is simple enough to start today, without changing a single other thing in your diet. So hang tight, because the next spice is the one that helps your muscles actually grow stronger, not just maintain what you have. And trust me, it's going to make the difference you've been waiting for. Okay, now that we've got turmeric repairing your muscles and ginger giving them energy and circulation, it's time for a spice that takes it to the next level. This one is all about helping your body use the protein you eat to actually rebuild and strengthen your muscles. And guess what? You've probably seen it in your pantry a million times. It's cinnamon. Yes, cinnamon. The warm, sweet spice we often use in desserts or sprinkle on oatmeal. But it turns out that cinnamon does way more than just taste good. Scientists have discovered that it can help regulate blood sugar and improve insulin sensitivity. And why does that matter for muscles? Well, when your blood sugar is stable and insulin works efficiently, your body can deliver nutrients, including protein, directly to your muscle cells. That means your body actually knows how to use the food you eat to build stronger muscles, instead of letting it sit idle or turn into fat. Here's a story to make it real. A small group of older adults started adding just a half teaspoon of cinnamon to their meals daily, sprinkled on yogurt, mixed into coffee, or stirred into porridge. Within a few weeks, they noticed something interesting. Their muscles felt less fatigued after walking or doing light chores. Some even reported that standing up from a chair or climbing stairs was noticeably easier. It's the power of helping your muscles get the nutrients they actually need. And don't worry, you don't have to overdo it. A little cinnamon goes a long way. Sprinkle it over your breakfast, stir it into a warm drink, or even mix it into sauces or soups. It's simple, it's safe, and it can make a real difference in your strength over time. Now, before we move on to our next spice, I want you to do a tiny little exercise with me. Grab your phone or keyboard and type these two words in the comments. Muscle fuel. Go ahead, type it now. Think of it as a fun way to lock in this habit and a reminder that cinnamon helps your muscles actually use the protein in your meals to grow stronger. And here's the exciting part. This next spice is like the ultimate sidekick. While cinnamon helps your muscles absorb nutrients, this next one helps protect them from damage and inflammation, especially after activity. It's so simple, so common, and yet so overlooked. Once I show you how to use it, you'll wonder how you ever went without it. So stay with me, because spice number 4 is going to make your muscles feel more resilient, more supported, and ready to take on your day without the aches and fatigue holding you back. Alright, we've covered turmeric repairing your muscles, ginger giving them energy, and cinnamon helping them use protein. Now, let's talk about a spice that's like a bodyguard for your muscles, protecting them from damage and inflammation after activity. And guess what? It's probably hiding in your spice rack right now. Cloves. Yes, cloves. That tiny, dark, aromatic spice you might have used in holiday recipes or in teas. But it turns out, cloves are packed with antioxidants and compounds that help reduce inflammation and oxidative stress. And why does that matter? Well, as we get older, our muscles face tiny amounts of damage every day, from walking, lifting, or even simple movements. If that damage isn't controlled, muscles break down faster than they rebuild. Cloves help slow that process, letting your muscles stay stronger for longer. Here's an example from real life. A group of seniors in a wellness study added a small amount of ground cloves to their meals or brewed them into tea daily. After a few weeks, many reported less stiffness, less soreness after activity, and more ease in daily tasks like getting out of a chair or climbing stairs. Even small amounts made a noticeable difference. And here's the best part. You don't need a lot. Just a pinch in your tea, a sprinkle in oatmeal, or a dash in a stew is enough to start helping your muscles stay protected. It's simple, natural, and safe. Now, let's make this fun. Grab your phone or keyboard and type these two words in the comments. Muscle shield. Go ahead, type it now. Think of it as your little mental reminder that cloves are protecting your muscles while you go about your day. But here's the thing, while cloves protect your muscles and reduce damage, what about actually stimulating new muscle growth? What about telling your muscles, hey, it's time to get stronger? That's where our 5th and final spice comes in. It's easy to find, easy to use, and it's going to complete the muscle-boosting routine we've been building together. So stay tuned, because spice number 5 is the one that not only maintains your muscles, but actually helps them grow stronger, healthier, and more resilient than before. But, all right, we've built a powerful muscle-supporting routine so far. Turmeric repairing, ginger energizing, cinnamon fueling, and cloves protecting. Now it's time for the final, game-changing spice that tells your muscles to grow stronger. And this one might surprise you. It's black pepper. Yes, black pepper, the simple, everyday spice you sprinkle on meals. But here's the secret. Black pepper contains a compound called piperine, which can supercharge the absorption of nutrients from the other spices in your food. That means when you combine black pepper with turmeric, cinnamon, or even protein-rich meals, your body can use those nutrients much more efficiently. It's like flipping a switch that says, "Muscles, it's time to get stronger." Let me give you an example. In a Japanese study, older adults who added black pepper along with other nutrient-rich foods showed significant improvements in muscle mass and strength within just 30 days. They weren't spending hours in the gym, just making small tweaks with everyday spices. The difference? More energy, easier movement, and less fatigue during daily activities. And it's simple to use. A pinch of black pepper on your meals, combined with the spices we've already discussed, is all it takes. Mix it into soups, sprinkle over eggs, or add to smoothies. The key is consistency, not quantity. Now, let's lock it in together. Grab your phone or keyboard and type these 2 words in the comments. Strength boost. Go ahead, type it now. Think of it as your final mental cue for this 5-space muscle boosting routine. And here's the exciting part. Now that you've got all 5 spices, you're not just maintaining your muscles, you're actively supporting growth, protecting them, and giving your body the tools to stay strong and active well into the future. If you want to take it even further, I've put together a full guide on combining these spices into easy, everyday meals that seniors love. Click on the video right here, insert link, to see how you can turn your kitchen into a natural muscle-boosting lab and start seeing results faster than you ever thought possible. Remember, it's not about one magic solution. It's about small, consistent habits that add up to real strength, mobility, and independence. And now that you know these 5 proven spices, you've got the secret formula in your hands. So stay healthy, stay strong, and I'll see you in the next video, where we explore simple daily routines to maximize your muscle strength even further. You won't want to miss it.